Hey, how's it going, guys? Domino Paris 21 here, and back again to bring you guys another deck profile, guest deck profile, actually, I can say. Long time no see. We got Lord Halfrican here.
Hey guys.
Last time I think we saw you was a long time ago when you did a blood deck for me.
Oh no, that reverse Dayusha.
Oh yeah, reverse Dayusha.
That wasn't that long ago. Make me feel old, man.
I don't know.
God.
It's been so
that
long.
blood deck. That was my god.
15 years.
So what we have here is Lord Halfrican's Glendios deck that he actually was able to make top 8 in our little local championship, our DMV Dynasty Cup that you guys probably heard about.
I actually took 8th out of. I took 8th.
Hey, top 8.
And that was 8.
Is top 8. Shut up, I am Vanguard. But yeah, so it's the same tournament that I was actually able to win with Alfred Monarch. But yeah, it's definitely, I think it's a nice different take on what a traditional Glendios, I guess what initially is conceived as, which is like the World's End build.
The World End.
But I think I think you have a different route.
I took a little bit of a different route. So I'll start with the grade 3s. Obviously, 4 things I'm playing, which at that time was expensive. 4 Glendios. It's a deck based on him. Obviously has Limit Break 5, the ultimate break where 5 things are locked, he wins. Limit Break 4 is the Omega Lock, Counterblast 1 to discard a card to stop things from unlocking. The 2 things that I use the most of are his other 2 passive skills. His auto effect when a reverse unit is played, lock something.
Free lock.
Free lock. And his other big thing, all reverses become Link Joker and get plus 4K.
So that's really key to this
That is
deck.
the key to this deck. So from there, I get a little bit of flack for this, but I like playing this. I also play 4 reverse Cradles.
It's a reverse.
1, it's still a reverse. 2, if I can't get a Glendios, it gives me something else to ride into, so I don't have to be stuck at grade 2. He's a grade 3. He's Limit Break 4. When a reverse is played, lock something, and he gets plus 5K.
Okay.
Not bad. He doesn't lock, and all reverses are kind of Link Joker. So I can still have some columns over here. They're not as big as I want them to be, but I still get columns.
What I like though is that it still gives you 8 ideal grade 3s to ride into, rather than like, you know, relying on the Glendios. And I think we're gonna see a little later with your other grade 3s. Something else. I'll address it later.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That's next. So the other thing is, yes, and this is a 12 grade 3 deck. The other grade 3s I'm running are
Warlock in 36.
Warlock in 36. Our buddy Firefox. Me.
Yourself.
And our buddy Digispirits.
Oh, no Zakuro anymore? Okay.
No, because
No Ashley?
you have your own deck.
No Ashley.
No Ashley. But I run 4 more reverses because you need reverses in this deck.
I think personally you should run 1 Maiden, 1 Ashley, and 1. I don't know what else is.
The other one.
The Angel Feather one. What's her name?
Oh, Ramiel.
Ramiel.
There you go.
So
That's funny.
I need those cards, guys. If you want to see just a bunch of girls, Glendios and his
The pimp.
pimps and hoes, man.
So that's all your grade 3s now. Of course, you're not running break rides.
Nope.
So what is that? So why is it that you're not playing break
The whole
rides?
point of this deck, it is a beatdown deck. I'm not focused on locking per se. What happens though with Glendios' skill? Can you see that still? It's in there?
Yep.
Good. He gives everything, all reverses plus 4K. So these turn into 15K front columns.
Includes Cradle. Okay,
It includes Cradle as well. These all become 15Ks.
Nice.
So when we get to the rest of the cards, you will see why that's
so
needed.
like, I guess massive locking in 1 turn is not necessarily the goal because you're not really going for World's End.
Oh no!
Have you ever got a chance to get to do the World's End?
Yes, I have. What happens at that World's End is literally every turn I keep going lock something, Omega Lock,
But I think it's very situational.
It's very situational, and it's very late game to do it.
But that's not really what you go for.
That's not what I'm going for.
Yep.
So working through the rest of this deck, the grade 2s, I'm running 4 Starvader Magnet Hollows. What this card is Vanguard and Rearguard skill. When an attack hits a Vanguard, Counterblast 1, search your deck for a reverse.
Nice.
I can pull reverses out of my deck, I can start filtering my deck, and I can grab the reverses I need in my hand.
And it makes a really good turn 2 ride.
Oh, it's amazing.
So much pressure.
So much pressure. All the pressure. My other grade 2s, and I'm still playing with these a little bit. I'm still running 3 Radons because 12K attacker.
12K beats.
12K beats. I like it, still good. I'm also running over there 2 Cold Death Dragons. Again, this deck really isn't focused on locking, which is why I'm not running more. It's good for late game, I think because it just starts locking more and more things for the Omega Lock, if you need to start shutting down their columns.
I think mainly it's really good defensively for your
Yes.
case to help you know, suppress a little bit of your opponent's offense so you can conserve a little bit. Because defense-wise, you know, you can be maybe a little fragile.
Oh yeah, I've had moments of that. So those are the grade 2s.
So it's very important to hold those until late game, until you're trying to start grinding it out.
So the rest of my grade 1s, I'm only running 12 grade 1s. It's 4 perfect guards.
Why?
4 perfect guards, yeah. The other cards I'm running 4 Star Vader Ruin Magician. This is another key part of this deck. It's a 7K, grade 1. Counterblast 1, when he's placed on a rear guard, for every other reverse I have on the field, I can take that many from my drop zone, put them into my hand. So if I've got 2 reverses on the field, I can get 2 back to my hand.
So you kind of get that cycle back.
You cycle it right back.
And it's kind of interesting because your reverses that's on the field can essentially be damage sponges to your opponent because they sometimes will go after them, and then you have a way to get them back.
Yes.
So I think it's very important to like keep 1 reverse in hand at times, especially if you have this. That way, if your opponent goes after 1 reverse, you keep calling it back, getting it back, and just keep that cycle. It's annoying.
Or even better, one of the things I like to do if I have a reverse I want to get rid of and I need another one, I'll call the Room Magician on top of the reverse card to send the reverse to the drop zone and pull it right back to my hand and then play it over again.
Yeah.
You know?
It's pretty good. Combos. Play.
Combos. There's a lot of combos in this deck. And then the other part of this deck that's really weird and people don't understand until they see what I do. They're not Star Vaders. They are Hollow Twin Blade Binary Star. They are 8Ks. So now, Domino, I got a question for you. What's 15 plus 8?
Fighting line?
No, you're wrong.
You're stupid.
God, I hate you. So this is the other key component of this deck. When you have a reverse, who is now a 15K, is that in there?
No.
Yeah. When you have a 15K, yeah, pick me just randomly. 15K plus 8K is now 23. I am now hitting cross rides.
It's a good first turn ride too, you know, at the same time.
Yeah, because you don't waste the other ones. But I mean, that's the whole point of this deck. Is you have 23 rear guard columns. You only have an 18, maybe a 19 column if you got behind him behind Glendios, but.
It's okay.
You're not worried. You're more worried about hitting that Venus Luquiere and punching her.
Hey, 24 reverse cradle if you keep locking.
24 reverse. Oh my God, yeah.
Why not?
So those are all the grade 1s.
Yep, and then triggers.
And triggers.
I think it may be fairly obvious, but I don't know. Maybe you have something.
This is pretty fairly obvious. So I had to play 4 Meteor Ligers because they're Ligers. This is always there. Pretty much 4 Spark Dolls, which is the new crit trigger.
Crazy gesture. Looks like
4 Kitty Draw triggers because they're kitties. And then 4 Corrin, 4 heals. It's
Ashley reverse.
Ashley reverse. It's a beatdown deck. It's 8 crits. I could run 12 crits. I like to draw a little bit because I need a little bit of defense.
Plus, you need to draw. You have key cards you want to.
Yeah, there's some key cards you want.
This helps.
Oh, and then there's one other card that I need to talk about. That is
the most important one.
Most important card in this deck.
The best starter.
World Line Dragon. So for any reverse I have, okay, before my ride phase, what can I do? Take a reverse card from my hand. Gone. And at top 5 for any Link Joker. Any Link Joker.
Is it Link Joker or Star Vader?
Link Joker.
Oh, so you can even search your 8Ks.
I searched my 8Ks. It's amazing. It's anti grade lock dragon. There have been very, very few games where I've actually been grade locked using this guy. So
it's like so you don't get hindered by running 12 grade 3s in your deck.
Yeah.
And it helps even with consistency.
God, you know, if D-Robos had that, I'd be in heaven right now.
I mean, I'm sure if a lot of decks had that, it would help prevent a lot of it. But yeah, and what's nice is that it stays in the soul. It doesn't pioneer, so it's not so you can't. There's no way to get rid of it.
And he still works in the soul. That's the big thing. So
yep.
But the caveat for him is once you ride on to grade 3, you cannot use them anymore. So you use them a lot. You use them at grade 1 and grade 2, and then you start pulling them. You start pulling all of those reverses you used. You pull them back with Ruin Magicians once you get to grade 3.
Yep. So yeah. So of course, you know, like I said, you found some success with a DMV Dynasty Cup or local championship, making top 8. And I think overall, because I think before when it started off, we kind of started off with like, hey, let's go for World's End and such. But I know we found a lot of inconsistencies with it. So how did you find this style compared to going for the World's End build?
The thing about this over World's End is you have to be at 5 damage. If they know that you're playing Glendios, they're not gonna put you at 5 damage. They're gonna try to spike you at 4. They're gonna leave you at 4 damage and try to double crit you.
Or just attack with the Vanguard.
Or just attack with the Vanguard.
And then you're gonna have to risk dying.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more consistent in the fact that I don't have to worry about trying to lock all 5 units. Yes, Link Joker's got a bunch of ways to lock 5 units. It's pretty easy nowadays, especially with the new break round and everything. But then again, it's you can punch people, just punches.
So Glenn beats. So yeah, other than that, guys, that's pretty much all it. And any shout outs or comments, Mr. Halfrican, before we head out?
More D-Robo support, please.
All right. Once again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
Woohoo!